this is typically Indian problem that we are discussing of elders in the family asking the youngers in the family to overeat. So we are living in a time and age where overnutrition has become a big problem. So here the questioner asks, sir, I want to do intermittent fasting. I want to have limited food intake because I have read in many places that excessive eating has been linked with early aging. But my mother does not allow me to eat less. She always thinks that she doesn't feel like she's really feeding me if we are under eating. So I personally have experienced this, and we have like big festivals or whenever. And I remember from one of your lectures that we used to take previously in ancient times. We used to take sweets or extra delicious foods only during festivals. But now, just with a call on Zomato or Swiggy, those dishes can be served to us. So there is this undernutrition, malnutrition problem that is maligning the world. I'm not denying that. But for the people who can afford, they are not able to control their eating habits, and that is causing a lot of problems. Your thoughts on that, sir, please?
So definitely, that's what we call as adhyashana. There is a very clear concept. There is adhyashana, anashana, mithyashana. What should be eaten? We are not eating it. How much should be eaten? That is overtaken. So very clearly it is said, hitabuk, mitabuk, kshutabuk. So aruk be taken in a little quantity. It has to be taken in little quantity. Even though whatever may be the taste and however may be the thing. But unfortunately, many a times we do violate these principles. So when we violate this adhyashana, definitely it leads to lot of other things, and doesn't mean that if all my food contains all the nutrients required, my body is able to take it up. No, I need to have a proper agni. If agni is not proper, then our all nutrition will go in waste. Nothing will happen. No nutrition will be absorbed. So we need to maintain the agni. That's what our acharyas have very clearly mentioned. Agni is very important, and that's why it said Mandagni is the root cause for all the diseases. So we need to have a proper Agni. If Agni is good, then definitely we can eat properly. And anybody who are eating it has to be taken in such a sense that it is not because of somebody's pressure or something like that. We need to take it as per our bodily requirement. Our stomach will tell us what to eat, how much to eat, and we should listen to that. You can observe a small child eating the food, mother is trying to feed. Then if it is hungry, really it opens the mouth and takes it. But once it is filled, it won't allow, it turns its face. In elders, this is the problem. We don't know where to stop. We need to stop somewhere, that we should know our limitations. But definitely adhyashana will ruin the life, because adhyashana will lead to excessive metabolism in the body, and excessive metabolism will always bring about a lot of accidents and changes in the body, and these accidents will going to cause the problem. That's why our acharyas are very clear, and even our ancestors were very clear in their ideology of doing total anashana, upavasa, particularly on Ekadashi, every 15 days once, and that is the reason. And even it has been nowadays established that continuous fasting for 72 hours even kill the cancerous cells in the body. So this is one of the important criteria that our acharyas and our ancestors were used to follow, and they had all the science background for this. But unfortunately, we missed those science links. We are just sidelined it. But unfortunately, that is the truth. It's the science behind that. That adhyashana will going to cause damage. And it is not the malnutrition, it is the Agni which is responsible. If our Agni is proper, then the nutrition will be picked up by the Agni.
Yeah, especially you told regarding the children, it is very common for Ayurveda practitioners to get child patients with mothers telling that the child is not eating at all. But the child will be gaining weight as per his chronological age. The weight gain will be there, but mothers will be kind of not satisfied about the eating habits, though the child is eating as per his requirement. So it's really a over love, we can say, overload problem of the mother rather than the actual problem being there.
No, another reason is we have seen that patients, particularly the mothers, they feel that their child should be plumpy. It should be round, it should be plumpy. And such a thing is there, then it is healthy. So that is basically a wrong concept. The child should not be plumpy. It should be appropriate to the age and it should be very active. Consuming, and he is asking at that time that he needs some food. His Agni is very good and accordingly he is taking. Allow the child to eat according to Agni. Definitely if he is hunger, then definitely it will take in a right sense. So we don't need to push it up. It may be for even younger children or even for the elder generation or to the anybody. But in the middle ages where there is Yuvavastha, dominance of Agni will be more. So whatever even the Mithyahara or Adhyashana, whatever been done, will get somewhat digested and downgraded by the dominant Agni. But it is not so in case of a child as well as in case of an elder. So that should be, so Adhyashana should be always be restricted. Adhyashana should not be done. Adhyashana will leads to a lot of issues. Even all metabolic disorders are due to Adhyashana. It may be any endocrine related, it may be thyroid, it may be even diabetes, or it may be even PCOD, whatever it is we are nowadays facing, most of them are due to overeating and more nutritious things we are pumping into our system that should be blocked.